Hi guys, it's Amazing Purple Girl, starting a new series on my Wednesday evening slot. I thought I would play Bornholm, which came out 4 years ago. I've never played this, so this is going to be a blind let's play. I have set my volumes to where I would like them, so I think we should go. $21.55. I believe this game is fully voiced. Probably from the Kickstarter funding. I can't believe I was going to say stick something.
Ugh. What? Ugh, no. Alarm off.
I'm not hearing them.
Ugh. Oh, that headache. What happened? The last thing I remember is drinking something red. Well done, Eevi. There's no time for a hangover today. There's the data drill this evening, and my shift down in the bar. And where in this pest hole is my hand?
Huh?
How? Okay, you need a plan, Eevi. Focus. Step 1. Don't go anywhere until you know where your hand is.
Good idea.
Step 2. Get rid of that mother of a hangover. Step 3. Do the data drill. Get rich. I think that's all the plan I can handle right now. So, where's my hand? It should be nearby. I hope. There it is. Must have been quite the night for it to just fall off. Just do it, Eevi. Pretend like you're a functional person and get your drunk butt up.
Residents of Haven are not allowed to pass district control zones without valid ID. Possessing illegal border
Much better. Much better.
Okay. So, glad there's voices, because I would be calling her Eevi with 2 E's. It says Eevi. Okay. Does it right click to look?
My battery-powered radio made in the 20th century. No auto-copyright violation system. And no surveillance mics either. Dry food for Foxina. I'm always keeping some in there. Makes Foxina remember where her home is. Foxina barely uses it. I still keep it. Makes the apartment feel less slummy.
Foxina is an interesting name for an animal.
This used to be full of Finnish vodka. Trek. Well done, Eevi. That bottle was worth a lot.
Well, I think you might have drank it.
3 glasses. I don't remember having people up here. Hold on. One of these is my favorite shot glass. I never get this one out. What kind of chrome-possessed party was this?
Do I take one?
I'll at least save my favorite
Yeah.
glass. I miss permanent things in my life. This is one of the few I have.
Okay. What about the bottle?
Good idea.
Yeah.
It might still be worth something, even in this state. It's not working. It uses natural oil, so no idea where we're supposed to get that from.
Society climate. Okay.
I call it the lone survivor. I rescued it together with Foxina from a back alley. At least I think I did. I was pretty drugged up that night.
I assume I don't want it.
It's perfect where it is. My one functional long drink glass. Water glass, whatever. Good idea. I don't trust this with Faxina so close by.
Okay. Well, Faxina's there.
My wonderful Foxina. I found her in a back alley. She's often outside, but with that amount of rain, she hangs around here more often. I'm happy when she's around.
It's quite bright on my screen, so I'm not seeing everything.
Shh, Foxina.
Aww.
Hey, Foxina, you fluffy little ball. How are you? That's a good girl. You're a beauty, you know that? Of course you do. Pizza, a beer can, ashtray, and laundry detergent. I'm not sure if that makes me want to remember what happened yesterday more or less.
So I guess we're trying to find out, well, to start with, we'll find out what happened last night.
I'm not gonna clean this up now. The sink's not working. Pipes under it are broken. It's broken.
It's broken.
I really hate coffee. I only keep this antiquity because coffee gets people out of here quicker in the morning.
That's a good reason.
I'd rather deal with this hangover than drinking coffee. I hate that stuff.
Same.
Ugh, my head is hurting.
Scrolling.
Where am I? I cannot see. Why can I not see?
The heck?
Trek, what was that? I hope there weren't any psychedelics in my drinks yesterday.
Or should I say what the drop? Okay, I can't see how to get my inventory, so...
No vintage tech collection would be complete without a microwave. Radio wave cookers are much quicker, but microwave stuff just tastes awesome.
If you think microwave stuff tastes awesome, then I worry about the food in the future.
The towel is cleaner than I expected, considering what must have happened here yesterday.
Always know where your towel is.
They do say to never travel without a
Exactly.
towel. In a perfect world, here'd be dresses and suits and strength-enhancing nanofiberware. That world is gone. I'm far too hungover to change clothes right now. Also, that sewer punk smell I emanate has kind of become my trademark.
Okay. Oh, jacket.
The padded jacket I'm wearing when I'm on my bike. Doesn't happen too often these days with corporal border posts everywhere.
Okay.
I'm far too The bathroom cabinet. The most uninteresting place in my apartment.
Empty. Maybe not.
Really uninteresting stuff in here. I should maybe put my hangover pills here more often.
So they're not in there then.
There's nothing I need in there. And I'm not interested in drinking cough syrup for kicks today. The only functional faucet in this apartment. I put all my trust in that thing. Let's not drink from the faucet directly.
Okay.
With my headache, turning my head like that is really suboptimal.
Okay, I looked at the controls. Here's my inventory.
That thing?
No, not on self. Sink.
Haven's water may not be the best, but I still prefer it to the pain in my head.
There we go.
What? No, come on.
Uh-oh.
Please? No. Well, looks like
Oh.
Corporal cut us off again. If we're unlucky, the bar won't have electricity either. At least the glass is half full now. I'll need more to prevent my delights from turning my stomach into mousse, though.
Okay.
My vintage PA system. Intruders have far more problems hacking through old tech than the new stuff. Since nobody knows how to code for those things anymore. Me? I'd live for this trek. The door has no handle on purpose. I can't open it like that. One of the few luxuries I am willing to afford. A door that can't be broken down with a simple kick. If they come for me, I want to go down in a proper fight, not passed out on my bed.
Okay.
Oh, I'd love to, but that'd just cause trouble.
So how do I get out then?
One of the few luxuries. If they come for me,
Is that a fridge?
oh,
Surroundings without a word. Why?
what the? Hello? Is there anybody there? Show yourself. This is ridiculous. The stuff I took yesterday must have been spiked. Usually, I love using herring for sun over gujiam with raw egg yolk, chives, and radish. But that wouldn't be wise right now. I somehow doubt that carrying a herring around is the worst thing I've done in the last 24 hours.
So we're calling back to Monkey Island, are we? Is it Monkey Island with the red hair? Yeah, it was, with the seagull.
Lab meat and lab veggies. The only real thing in here is the booze and the mold. No thanks. My stomach doesn't feel like solid things today.
Right, okay. That might help.
I don't want to mess with the windows right now. I can see beyond Haven's border wall from here. It's nice. Feels almost as if I'm still living on the other side. I keep the window open even at night, no matter the temperature. That way, Foxina experiences at least a little bit of city life without freezing to death outside. I don't want to mess with the window right now.
Okay. Oh, I didn't look in the nightstand.
I'm really not in the mood to read right now. Let's do that after the data drill. I keep some paper books in here. Antique gaming magazines, too. I'm currently reading one from 2037, the year when the Star Citizen beta came out. A picture with my parents before they abandoned me. I really need to take it down sometime. I can't bring myself to do it.
So it's just Icelandic, I take it, with the dottir.
A photo of me and a few former colleagues at Mitsutomo. We were celebrating a really hard raid on Eurograph. A world map I printed. It reminds me that there's more out there than the drama in my life. A picture of Gulkump, Hassa, and me before I was recruited. Hassa and I were hot chrome on the streets, on location data drills, selling rich uni kids back to their sobbing yuppie parents. Good times. A poster of my childhood hero, Mara Kugel. She was a singer and then joined the Baltic Resistance. She died in the war, got sniped by a warbot. Vodka stains, sweat. Reminds me of my teenage days. As much as I would like to go back to bed, there's a data drill to prepare for. I don't want to stay in Haven forever.
Let's look at this. Law. Bornholm net. Top it from the list of them. Oh, okay, don't pursue forbidden topics. The city-state of Bornholm is filled with many political, economical and social entities. Street gangs, corporations, postmodern religions and even terrorist cells share Bornholm's streets, sewers and airspace. Over the course of the last 140 years, the Danish island city of Bornholm unexpectedly grew to become the largest city in Europe. The entire island has been urbanised with very little precious natural ground remaining. Even against tremendous odds, various intertwined factors have enabled Bornholm to undergo a metamorphosis from a picturesque tourist haven into a competitive player on the world stage. The global calling event of the mid-21st century heralded the first stage of Bornholm's transformation, as expanding polar ice sheets rendered the northern reaches of Finland, Sweden and Norway uninhabitable. Millions of people, even the hardened Sami, migrated to Denmark en masse from their climate-ravaged homes. Denmark's resources were quickly depleted and the country lost the political willingness to accept refugees on its main islands. Some of the people belonging to this first wave of migrants were redirected to Bornholm, much to the dismay of the then autocratic European Union. Brewing conflicts within Western Europe, as well as Denmark's inability to deal with the pressing refugee crisis to the satisfaction of its member states, contributed to the fracturing of the European Union 2 short decades later. Mainland Europeans who sought to be far removed from the worries of imminent war found Bornholm to be a perfect haven. Despite overpopulation, food shortages and increasing poverty, those wishing for a fresh start soon flocked to the island. Bornholm underwent another population surge following Russia's aggressive expansion into Eastern Europe, which created a second wave of refugees. Vividly remembering the chaos wrought from the first refugee crisis only 5 decades earlier, the EU's remaining member states forcefully relocated these refugees to as many isolated regions in Europe as possible, including Bornholm. Bornholm managed to avoid a complete humanitarian disaster, principally due to the backgrounds of most of the refugees. Well-educated intellectuals, professionals and labourers alike were all in desperate need of jobs, prompting various corporations to take great interest in the island. The Conglomerate, the first multi-corporate alliance of its kind, formed to urbanise Bornholm and create a proper metroplex out of what many considered to be a dangerously chaotic melting pot. The Conglomerate invested billions upon billions of credits into the island, until Bornholm became one of the richest and most cosmopolitan cities in Europe. In time, the Conglomerate, which already owned most of the infrastructure, purchased the island from Denmark in what became known as the Bornholm Purchase. This exchange marked the moment when Bornholm became the first official European corporate state. I can't do like a ton of reading. Wow. There's just so much there. Like, I'm not into lore of games, unless it's for now. Locations. Oh, that's weird. Right, Ragnarok's tenants. On the Ragnarok, one of Haven's most well-known and infamous bars is a family-run business. It currently serves as both the working place and dwelling for 3 human inhabitants and 1 cat. I've only got 1, me. Eevi Sparrow Rinasdottir. Eevi Sparrow Rinasdottir was born in Haven, Bornholm in 2121 to a blue-collar family. Like most of Haven's residents, Eevi and her parents were members of the city's unspoken second class, effectively designated so by the island's ruling conglomerate. Though not born into affluence, Eevi was in many ways among the luckiest of Haven, with her family serving as factory workers under contract with American Frontiers in the works. However, one fateful day at the tender age of 9, Eevi's parents vanished from AF premises under suspicious circumstances. Corpol issued no statements as to their disappearance and no eyewitnesses ever came forward. Alone in the world without parental guidance or financial support, Eevi was taken under the wing of a decades-long friend of the family, Harold Goldklump Sokolov, the owner and barkeeper of the ill-reputed On the Ragnaroks. With little in the way of extracurricular activities to occupy her time, Eevi roamed the streets of Bornholm by both day and night, invariably resulting in her becoming a street rat in a local gang. During her formative years within this gang, she learned to hack modern and antique hardware and software alike. Acquiring money through legally dubious means, Eevi was able to purchase her first jack, an implanted cyberdeck, at the age of 14. Okay. Throughout her teenage years, Eevi continued participating in gang runs and raids against targets too weak to pose much of a threat to her woefully under-equipped, undereducated and borderline illiterate band of criminal brothers and sisters. As a budding pistol slinger and ever more proficient combat hacker, Eevi specialised in infiltrating small-scale corporate facilities to steal and sell data, earning her an appreciable amount of respect amongst certain denizens of Haven who would otherwise consider her easy prey. Eevi continued on this path until age 20, when she was wounded and consequently captured during a raid on a Misatomo research facility. Rather than turning Eevi into the flesh-laden equivalent of Swiss cheese, Misatomo's Bornholm division opted to recruit the young hacker. Impressed by her skills, slightly to her chagrin, Eevi joined Misatomo's internal security force, protecting the very facilities she once plundered, whilst also engaging in illicit operations against other corporations, even those within the Conglomerate. 2 years ago, Eevi was critically wounded during an operation conducted in cyberspace. The damage sustained to her jack by the hostile hacker dealt her significant brain trauma and almost claimed her life. Deemed physically and psychologically unable to work, Eevi was released from her contract with Misatomo, an unusually merciful fate for how she came into employment. Eevi has since returned to Haven, working as a bartender under her foster father, Goldklump. She resides above the bar in a small apartment, engaging in occasional small-time data drills and selling the virtual spoils to the bar's highest bidders. I mean, it's great having the backstory, but I don't think it should be in one massive long thing to read. It's just a lot, and it takes a lot of game up. Yeah, we know how she found that scene. Oh, she thought it was metal. Okay. Yeah, I can't be bothered to read it, I'm sorry. Technology. History. Society. See, I think I'm actually out of time now. I've done pretty much nothing. So that's my claws. That's the hack tool.
My hacking interface, incorporated into my replacement hand. Awesome piece of tech.
And you can't double click to go faster.
I see nothing to connect to.
Maybe the PA system.
I should try more traditional methods first. My vintage PA... Me? I'm going nowhere until I've rid myself of this hangover.
So, anything on the kitchen table?
I'm not gonna clean this up now.
I guess not. I need to find... bedsheet corner.
There's my hangover pills. Delicious chemical freedom for the brain.
Okay.
Excellent. With the right amount of water, these babies will put me back into action in no time.
But I don't have the right amount of water.
I don't want to mess with the window right now.
Oh, she said that.
No use.
I feel like I need to.
The Bornholm Conglomerate government is here to protect
There
you.
isn't anything in
Report
here.
all anti-conglomerate hate speech to your local corporal station.
It's vital to fill the glass up completely first. These pills kill one's stomach lining otherwise.
So, I might be being stupid. She won't leave without clearing her hangover, but we haven't got enough water, so she needs to get down to the bar.
I'm going nowhere.
That's what I mean.
The door has no handle on. I'll adore her from afar for now. I don't think she wants cuddles right now. That's not a proper use for an empty booze container. That's not a
So, okay. As I say, that reading took up a lot of the time, and I don't want to make these episodes too long, so I'm going to figure out how we get more water to cure the hangover without leaving in the next one. So, thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more Born Punk.